We tend to be advertised relationships as the end all be all, but we're never thought of what type of woman we want to be, what type of partner do we want to be, what type of partner is going to be content or supportive or appreciate what we have to bring to the table. We don't think about it. Some of us just think, I want to be a wife or I want to be a mom. I just want to be in a relationship. But no, we need to think about these things. What do I like? What do I value in a person? Do I value them being into the same stuff as I'm in? Do I value having debates with them and conversation and me going back and forth? Does that bring me joy? Or do I just value the fact that they're supportive and understanding on the side? They don't necessarily have to partake in what I'm doing, but they're just going to be understanding and listen to me and, respect that. And I'm also going to respect what they're doing on the side without me being fully ingrained. It just depends. Hello and welcome to Kitchen Table Advice. My name is Paola and I am the host of this podcast. This podcast is a safe place where you can ask for any advice you want. It can be relationship advice, both platonic or romantic, career advice, or life advice. I wanted to create a safe place where you can ask for your advice without fear. My purpose here is to serve as a guide and give you a different perspective for you to eventually both find your purpose in life as well as your voice. As a reminder, every name will be anonymous and your identity will always be kept a secret. This is not professional advice and I am not a licensed therapist or psychologist. Just think of this as advice you would get from a close friend on a kitchen table. So, let's begin. My wonderful gems, how are you? I hope you're doing amazing. If you're a returning gem, welcome back. If you're new here, hello, how are you? Make sure you set that vibe, and if you like what you're listening to, and please feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. Okay, so from now on, we'll just have one story per video because it's just so much easier with the short attention span climate. So we'll just have one story per episode from now. And I know if you're listening on Spotify, you prefer the 2-story format, but this is just better for YouTube. And we'll try, and since we're only doing one story, we'll try to upload more than just once a week. But yeah, sorry about that, but that's that. All right, so as usual, we'll just jump into the story of the episode. The title of the story is How do I deal with realizing me and my partner are not as compatible as I thought at the beginning? Okay. My partner is 26. By the way, this is a girl. My partner is 26 and I'm 22. And we've been dating for over a year now. For context, he is my first boyfriend in general. My first everything. Before committing to a relationship, we only talked/dated for 1 or 2 weeks. So I've always felt like it was a bit rushed. For the last month or so, I started feeling not as happy in a relationship as before. I'm still very young, and I'm not sure of who I am or what exactly I want in life and in general. I feel like I have changed as a person from the time we got together until now. You were 21, now you're 22. That makes sense. And certain qualities about him that I used to see as being cute are now starting to annoy me. P.S. This is actually why men date younger women, because they don't know. But anyways, let me just cut that out. Even though he is older than me, I feel like he acts more immature, and it's starting to feel like I wear the pants in this relationship. He sometimes jokes that I am his mom, and he's still a 5-year-old at heart. And for the lack of a better term, it gives me the ick, as it should. To add to that, he was one of the first person who showed interest in me and the first guy I went so far in terms of dating. However, because of that, I feel like during our first date, I wasn't sure what I wanted from a partner. And recently, I started to notice some of his qualities and lifestyle values that aren't inherently bad, but might not be what I'm looking for in a long-term partnership. For example, I'm more outgoing, while he's more of a homebody. I value staying active while he prefers spending his time playing video games. I'm into politics and I'm a patriotic person. He's totally apolitical. Once again, I understand that there is nothing wrong with what he does. It's just I'm not sure if that's what I want my partner to be. I've tried talking to him about this and I did tell him what I was feeling, but he just told me to stay positive and we'll get through this together. He later told me that my words hurt him and he cried afterwards, which made me feel guilty. and like a total a-hole for feeling this way. I feel his strong love for me, and I do care for him myself, but I'm just not sure we're the right fit as partners for each other. I'm not sure if what I'm feeling is the honeymoon phase fading out, losing feelings, or just creating problems where there aren't any. I feel so lost, and not having any experience of what to compare my current relationship with just makes it harder. Thanks, and I would appreciate any advice. I think you summed it up perfectly. I think it's you not knowing what you want in a partnership, and this was your first everything. And yeah, yeah, I feel like I don't have much to say about this because it does seem okay. I have seen this type of relationship work where one person is more of a homebody while the other one is more outgoing. However, most of the time, those relationships work when those people, one, value their space, and they like having their own thing that they're doing. They don't necessarily want their partner to be involved in the same things as they do. They like having their own hobbies, their own thing for them, I guess, to quote unquote not lose themselves in a relationship. Some people are just like that. They like being around other people. They like to be in a type of relationship that requires space where they have their own hobbies, their partner have their own hobbies, and then at night they come together, they share, blah blah blah. It works for some people. Whereas it seems like for you, you want your partner to be involved in the same type of activities you're involved in. Again, there are people who thrive in that, the quintessential power couple where they are active in this domain, it's their thing, they're good at it, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying you want to be in a power couple like relationship, but it does seem to me like you want your partner to have similar interests as you do. Whereas it seems like your boyfriend is more of the type who is okay with their partner having different interests, but they're willing to understand that. Does he respect your interests and what you have to bring? That's also like a thing. But to be honest, it really just depends. I think this is just lack of experience, and you not being in a partnership where you have a partner who is equally as outgoing as you are, equally into fitness as you are, or equally into political debates as you are. You have a more laid back partner who's willing to take it or leave it, and you just are frustrated by that. It makes sense. I mean, I don't know what to tell you because from reading this, it doesn't seem like your boyfriend is in a rush to change. If that's what you're looking for, I'm gonna tell you right now, from the description of what you've given of him, it doesn't seem like he's willing to change. It doesn't seem he seemed very comfortable in his life, and the fact that he seems to also be not. I don't want to use the word confrontational, but for lack of a better term, I'm just going to use the word confrontational. That you talk to him about this, and he just told you to stay positive, and we'll get through this together. And then later on came on and told you that you telling him this hurt his feelings, and he cried, blah blah blah. It seems like he's a more of a, oh my gosh, I don't know the term, but it's like more introspective type of person, whereas you are comfortable, I guess comfortable or courageous, I don't know. Whereas you are more likely to vocalize your thing. He's much more introspective. And to be in a type of relationships where I guess from the outside looking in, it would seem as opposites. These type of relationships succeed when you understand that your partner is not like you, and that is all right. That you are able to divide your private life, your career, your family. When you're able to categorize stuff, these type of relationships seems like it tends to work better in those situations. Like I said before, the type of person who are able to go to work, be the whatever they are at work, and then they come back at home, they're a completely different person. They're just like chill and mellow. It just depends on the type of person you are, and I think the lack of experience is making you question if this is for you. My suggestion will be break up. Even though from the outside looking in, it doesn't seem like it is a big deal, but my suggestion is to break up because I think every woman, especially women, because we tend to be advertised relationships as the end all be all, but we're never thought of what type of woman we want to be, what type of partner do we want to be, what type of partner is going to be content or supportive or appreciate what we have to bring to the table. We don't think about that. Some of us just think, I want to be a wife or I want to be a mom. I just want to be in a relationship. But no, we need to think about these things. What do I like? What do I value in a person? Do I value them being into the same stuff as I'm in? Do I value having debates with them and conversation and me going back and forth? Does that bring me joy? Or do I just value the fact that they're supportive and understanding on the side? They don't necessarily have to partake in what I'm doing, but they're just going to be understanding and listen to me and, respect that. And I'm also going to respect what they're doing on the side without me being fully ingrained. It just depends. These are questions that tend to develop once you've been in a plethora of relationships. But honestly, some people go through relationships like it's just, how do I say, buying milk on a grocery store. They don't think twice about it. They don't reflect on their relationship. They just go through it. It's like, okay, I woke up, now let me jump on to the next one. So it really just depends on the person. But I do think it's that lack of you wanting to know, first, how do you present in a relationship? And secondly, what type of partners are more compatible with you? And also, what type of partners do you prefer? Do you prefer the more hands-on, the same hobbies as you? You guys hike together, you go on trips together, you do this together, you do that together. Or are you more so of a solo partner where you're into hiking, doing this, doing that, whereas your partner is the complete opposite? They do their own thing, and then once you guys come together, you just talk about all your adventures and exploration, and they listen to you, and then they also share about what they were doing on the side. It just, relationships are not one size fits all. It depends on you. It depends on what you like. It depends on what you're willing to tolerate. Okay, there's also that. What are your non-negotiables? And that just takes time. No amount of you listening to people online giving you advice, just like I am, is going to help you. No amount of you watching videos about this is what a successful relationship is going to be like, is going to help you, because it is purely personal. That is why it's called your personal and private life. It is personal and it is tailored to you. But yeah, I would suggest you break up, but not because he's a bad partner per se, but because you need to know what type of partner, attributes, qualities do you like in someone you eventually want to live the rest of your life with. Or if you're not into the rest of your life type of person, then just a season, okay? Even if you're going to have a partner for a season, I think you should still kind of like them. But yeah. All right, so that is it for this episode. Please let me know what you thought in the comment section below. And as usual, if you want to send in your story, then feel free to visit our website, which is kitchentableadvice.com. That is where we get some of our stories as well as business inquiries. And our website also has a ton of other stuff. We have blogs where we talk about anything and everything. We have poems that are pretty funny. I would say they're funny, kind of introspective, but also funny at the same time. And we have a variety of art that is just weird, but I love them. All right. So feel free to visit our website whenever you have the chance. And again, thank you so much for spending your day with us, and we see you next week. Bye.